is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome back to day 20 of Off the Board. So today I am playing with this sketch up in the corner, and it's from a blog. And so I left the blog linked on the bottom of the photo or the sketch. And I totally busted out my corner rounder for this one. So in the sketch, the photo corners of the photo are actually rounded. And so I went and found my corner rounder and I rounded the corners of that photo, which is not something that I have done in a super long time, but it's something that I used to do all the time before. So I am using this fun paper, and it is from Penelope D. It's called Photogenic, and the name of it is Photograph. And this is the only paper I have ever owned from her, and I received it from Christina from the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and it's super cool. Like, it's so fun to get new things and things that you didn't know that you liked. I feel like sometimes, at least for me, I get into a little bit of maybe not a rut, but I know what I like and that's what I tend to stick to. I don't like reach out of my comfort zone too often. So it was super fun to get this paper, and I really think it's super cool. It's like the perfect background paper. So in the sketch, there are these lines that completely look like twine or ribbon or something. So what I ended up grabbing was some natural jute, and I got a whole spool roll of it at Hobby Lobby, and it cost me $2.99. Super cheap. And if that was the only thing that you were buying there, you can totally use a 40% off coupon. So very inexpensive, and it gives a ton of texture. So I decided to attach mine with staplers, with just a regular stapler that I have there. And I kind of attached it so it was going a little bit more wonky than it shows in the sketch. The sketch does look quite uniform, and I decided to twist it up and crisscross it, that type of thing. And I am going to put it on both sides. So just like in the sketch, it has twine or ribbon or whatever on both sides. This one I don't make quite as wonky, but a little bit. I don't want it completely straight. And again, I will just attach it with my stapler. So the photo is a fun one. It is from Universal Studios, and we were getting ready to go on one of the Harry Potter rides, and they give you these like crazy glasses, goggles that are like make it 3D. So we just snapped a selfie. Of course, my son didn't want to jump in on that one. So the three of us went ahead and took that selfie, and that is fine. And there's really no story with it. We're just being funny. So at this point, I make my layers. I have this piece of notebook paper from a literal notebook that I tore out. And because I was putting it on top of that jute, I wanted to put the foam adhesive on each side so that it stayed level. And I will switch that up just because in the sketch, the notebook paper is actually behind the jute. So I kind of thought that was a fun, different texture. So I will tear that off later and put that actually behind the jute. I do have to use a new piece of paper because that one kind of tore up. So I have this package of ephemera from Jen Hatfield that I've had in my How to Kill a Kit with Style for a while. So I'm just kind of playing with it. I like the colors. Not really a whole lot of anything in particular because there's really no story. So I'm just going with some colors. And now I'm going to switch to a different day because, as funny as this sounds, my kit from the Secret Not Secret Kit Cup for the month of July showed up, and I totally cleared off my desk and had to do an unboxing of that. So this got pushed to the side, and now it's the next day, and I am finishing it up. So that's why the angle's a little different. Obviously, I'm in different clothes. Most of the time you can't see that, but for some reason you could totally see that I was in my jammies earlier, and I'm definitely not in my jammies now. So here's where I take that notebook paper off and get a new piece and put it underneath. And I do really like how that looks. I think that is like a really cool different element. So I am going to add these tickets, and the reason I am adding those is because we're on a ride, so I thought that that went pretty well. And then I had one of these flag type things left from Dear Lizzie, and I like the colors. I felt like the colors went well and it looked good there. So I am just going to work on that cluster up there in the top. And that piece that I put on says something about following your soul or something like that. Nothing remotely like, oh yes, that totally makes sense. There's none of it. But look, the color matches really nicely. And that banner is a bunch of fruit. Yeah, really didn't need any fruit at Universal Studios, but that's okay. It's cute. I'm going to add another little ticket up there. Oh, I don't end up adding the ticket. My plan was to add tickets up there and then kind of cover the saying, but I don't. I'm going to add one actually to the bottom, and I'm going to add a couple of these tags. I don't really have any story to write, so I'll probably just put like, I don't know, Harry Potter Land, Universal Studios 2019, something like that. Something super simple. And I do have quite a few of these Pink Fresh Studio banners, these fabric banners, and I really like them, but I still have quite a few of them, so I'm going to get 3 of them on this layout, and I love how that turns out. So somebody totally enabled me today, and I saw that the Pink Fresh warehouse boxes were up, and I totally bought one. So I'm super excited to see what is in there because I don't have a ton of Pink Fresh Studio. I don't know why, but I really like them. So I'm super excited to see what I get in there. So that is really all I have to say about this layout. I do have Amber joining me today over on Instagram, so I'll link her down below. And I was thinking somebody else was going to join me. So if somebody else is joining me today, I will definitely link them down below as well. And if you're playing along, use the hashtag OTBWPP so I can see what you're making. And that's going to do it, guys. I will see you tomorrow. So remember to wear your crown. We'll see you later. Bye.